Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, it's been quite a long time and you haven't heard from me for over a month now. But let's believe I've been very busy, that's why. But hopefully, inshallah, we are going to move forward, going on, inshallah. So it's your brother Abu Bakr Siddiq again, and we are going to continue our Arabic lesson. And as I said in our previous lesson, the first lesson of Arabic, we mentioned that nouns we have in Arabic, just like in English, we have also verbs and then we have particles. And those three are the general genetic makeup of all Arabic words. So any Arabic word will fall into the either of these or any of these three categories. So we proceeded to basically touch on each and every single one of them, and we went on to say a few things about them and recapping or going over that. I said nouns are is a noun is either it is a name of a person, a place, an idea, or thing. So basically, a noun can stand in for all those. It describes their like a personality or something. So nouns, they're basically they give name to everything around us. They form everything, they shape it up. And then nouns in Arabic, they are basically categorized or they can be classified into two. Nouns are either by nature definite or indefinite. And then the definite ones, those that are definite by nature, those are basically proper nouns. They are definite by nouns. Or you can have common nouns which can be made definite by adding, by prefixing some stuff to them. And then we are going to get there. So basically, the definite nouns are asma'un ma'rifa or ismun ma'rifa. And then we have ismun nakira, which is the indefinite noun. So indefinite nouns, they basically nouns that are common nouns or what's it called? Abstract nouns, and then the rest. And so common nouns can basically be anything, just like in English, the indefinite nouns, they have what's it called? They have an indefinite article attached to them or prefixed to them. So in English, for example, when you want to say, you say a man, you say a woman, a child, a cat, for example, a car, all those stuff. But in Arabic, they basically, those common nouns, they have tanween, which can be said in English as lunation. That tanween is fatatan, kasratan, or it can be dhammatan. And in that stead, you can see it at the end. They have diacritical marks, and those are not single diacritical marks, they are double diacritical marks. But it's not always. It's not always. That's one point. That's one brief point you have to note, because there are sometimes proper nouns which have diacritical marks, but they are still definite and not indefinite. So that's something you have to put into mind. But basically, indefinite nouns, you'll find them everywhere. Let's say, for example, we say rajulun, we say baitun. As we said kitabun. You can say for ideas, you say hubbun, like for concepts like love. You say ghadabun, you say bughdun, all that is what's it called? Dislike, and, anger. And then we have a plethora of other stuff that you can refer to, like sama'un, as I said in the previous lesson, and ardun, and they're all common nouns. But then when you go to those are common nouns and they are basically indefinite. But then when you go to the other side of the spectrum, which are the indefinite nouns, I said earlier, we have those which are ma'rifatun tabi'in, which are definite. They are definite nouns and they are definite nouns by nature. Those are proper nouns basically. And proper nouns can either be like, let's say, names of people. As we said earlier, we can have something like murakkab al-masjid, which is um, a name that is constituted of two names, like let's say Abu Bakr. Yes, you can all that stuff. Those are basically kinayas, but we'll get to that in later episodes. But for now, you just need to understand that you have Muhammadun, Ibrahimu, Ahmadu, then you have Fatimatun, we have Khadija, you see, Aisha, then we have Uthman, then we have Khuzaima, all those stuff. Antara, all those their names. And then we have Abdullah, we have Khalil, we have Abdul Rauf, all those their names. And then they are definite by nature. Those you don't need to add anything to them. So you can also form definite nouns in the same state as English. Just like in English, you can form definite nouns from the indefinite ones by prefixing alif or lam to them. In English, you would basically change the a or an, which is added to the indefinite noun. That's the indefinite article. You would change it to a definite article, which is basically in English there. For French, we have other stuff like la, de, and el apostrophe. But in English, it's basically there, which you just add and it becomes definite. And it's the same thing with Arabic. You just add alif or lam to the already indefinite noun and then it becomes definite. You prefix it. So if you had baytun, you just say al baytu. Now it's definite. You see? So if I say ra'aytu baytan, I saw a house. That is me saying I saw a house. But if I were to say, for example, رأيت البيت, it means I saw the house, meaning the house. I saw the house. You see, so that there's a difference in that case. I saw a house, which could be any house, but I saw their house means it's a specific house, a particular house that we are talking about, and then meaning both the speaker and the one who's being spoken to, they both know the first and second person both know what they're talking about, basically. And then you can also add it to, let's say, kitab. If you say, where is the book? You see that one, you should know the specific book you're asking about. So you say, أين الكتاب? Where is the book? أين الكتاب? So where is the book? You see, that is a question. And you asked by adding alif or lam and not saying أين كتاب. No, if you say أين كتاب in this context, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. So you say أين الكتاب? Where is the book? You understand? Inshallah, in later lessons, we are going to explain more and more, and we are going to go further into this topic and dig deep and have a deep dive, explain more about it. We're going to talk all about the gender, the number, the numeration, and all that stuff in the Arabic language, which is with regards to nouns and the characteristics and all that stuff. But for today, we are basically just classifying them to make sure we can easily break down and create this easy concept for you to understand. We either have ma'rifa or nakira, definite or indefinite. And these two, we're going to later go into them deep and then explain all that they're about. We're going to show you the types of ma'rifa that we have because even ma'rifa, they have types and the alif or lam has its effects in the noun itself. When it's added, it changes sometimes and there's some ways when it's pronounced differently as opposed to other times based on the letter that is being, what's it called? Is being assimilated or not assimilated in other cases. So inshallah, that will be for another lesson. Until another time, ma